Good day, viewers. Welcome to episode number 60 of Erongo Talk, brought to you from Hafeni Traditional Restaurant in Swakopmund. Today, we celebrate World Senior Citizens Day. Yes, those people who are regarded as the pillars of our society. And as usual, on a Tuesday, we bring you the news, Grumpy's fishing report, and the weather, as well as the tides. We also feature an interview with Bryan Nakambonde about an educational series he and his business partner, Jorg Walter, will be premiering this month. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. And now for your news. The number of COVID-19 cases have surpassed the 3,000 mark. The Minister of Health and Social Services, Dr. Kalumbi Shangula, announced 152 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, saying that 1,119 test results were received from NIP and Pasca laboratories. The Minister also announced 11 new recoveries, all from Windhoek. Of the new cases reported, 96 are male and 56 are female, with the bulk of the cases, 73 being reported in Windhoek, 64 from Office Bay, 9 from Swakopmund, 2 in Okaenya and 1 each in Erongo, Nakundu, Marintal en Otapi. En nou vir iets in Afrikaans. Sommige skole in die Erongo streek was slag gereed om leerders terug te verwelkom, terwyl dit vir ander 'n uitdaging was. Private skole in Walvisbaai en Swakopmund was die eerste om hulle deure vir graad 11 en 12 leerlinge te open. By die staatskole het dit egter iets wat moeiliker gegaan, weens die aantal leerders en die toepassing, sowel as die handhawing van sosiale afstand maatreëls. Volgens die skoolhoof van die sekondêre skool De Duine, Anton van Wyk, was daar slegs sowat 50% van die skool se graad 11 en 12 leerlinge terug by die skool. Leerders het die opsie gehad om klasse by te woon of om tuis te bly en te leer. Nou van Wyk sê leerders wat gekies het om tuis te leer, kom elke dag hulle werk by die kantoor. Hulle het hulle is in verskillende groepe gedeel om te verseker dat daar net ongeveer 20 leerders in elke klas is, en die skool het 4 graad 11 klasse en 8 graad 12 klasse. So, ons moet die daaglikse rooster ook verander om te verseker dat almal by hulle klasse uitkom. Van Wyk het bygevoeg dat dit 'n uitdaging is om die skool gereed te kry vir die graad 10 leerders. Hy sê hulle het ongeveer 270 graad 10 leerders, wat dit moeilik maak. Ons is egter besig met reëlings. Alle COVID-19 regulasies is in plek om die beskerming van ons leerders te verseker. Dan, die aansoekproses is ook aan die gang vir graad 0, 1 en graad 8 en sal duur tot die 20ste Augustus. En vriende Stefanus, die streeksdirekteur van onderwys, het gesê dat skole slegs die aantal vorms moet uitdeel volgens die beskikbare plekke by elke skool. Sy het skole versoek om 'n lys te hou van leerlinge wat moontlik nie by die skool gaan plek kry nie, en sê dit word benodig. Daar word addisionele skole in Walvisbaai sowel as Swakopmund benodig om die druk op skole te verlig. Laerskole in Walvisbaai het tussen 60 en 100 plekke in graad 1 beskikbaar en heelwat minder vir graad 0. Die hoërskool Duinesig in Swakopmund, ook in Walvisbaai, het dan ook die eerste skool geword wat sy deure tydelik moes sluit na 'n personeellid positief getoets het vir COVID-19. Die skoolhoof Stanley Oorikop het gesê die betrokke personeellid is tans in isolasie. Die personeellid was in kontak met iemand wat positief getoets het en het sedert Dinsdag tuis gebly. Die personeellid het die skool Sondag van sy positiewe resultate verwittig. And then, the Obama leaders Namibia recently connected and supplied internet devices along with Wi-Fi to the Omacheta area. At the launch, the Obama leaders Namibia said they would fully fund internet access for an established 200 people over 1 year. The free internet connectivity will benefit residents of Omachete and surrounding areas, 6 primary schools and various government departments, said Dirk Kuzachike, a member of the group. He said the project is aligned to Namibia's vision of becoming a knowledgeable-based society by 2030, using information communication technology as a catalyst. En nou, nog iets in Afrikaans. Die uitvoerende president van die Namibiese Gimnastiekvereniging, Sonja Olivier, het geappelleer teen die Namibiese Sportkommissie en die Namibiese Nasionale Olimpiese Komitee, wat hierdie eersgenoemde organisasie onder administrasie geplaas het. Olivier voer aan dat daar nie so 'n protokol in die sportwet bestaan nie en sê dat geen formele riglyne in hierdie besluit gevolg is nie. Sy voeg by dat die voorgenoemde protokol 'n geskrewe kennisgewing van 'n sportvereniging se minagting van die sportwet en 'n billike tydraam waarin die gegewe sportvereniging die fout kan korrigeer insluit. Sou 'n vereniging versuim om binne hierdie tydperk die fout reg te stel, tree artikel 28C van die sportwet in werking, wat die NSC noem as die gronde vir hulle reg om hierdie besluit te neem. Daar is egter geen waarskuwing van enige aard gegee nie, sê Olivier. Volgens haar het die relevante owerhede ook versuim om haar op 'n geldige manier in te lig van die besluit om NGF onder administrasie te plaas. Olivier het gesê dat sy die forensiese audit wat hiermee gepaard gaan met oop arms verwelkom en volgens haar is skuldige partye wat hulle misdade wil toesmeer die rede vir die huidige konflik. And that brings us to the end of your news segment for today.
Add us on Facebook and search for us on YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter.
Contact us via WhatsApp. Our daily show starts with the Afrikaans program Soggens met Shaal, perfect for the Afrikaans lovers.
Then it's time for the women's magazine program, The Mid-Morning Breeze with Olivia.
And for the youngsters and game fanatics, join Cody on the 3 to 6 drive. West Coast FM, your host at the coast.
Hi, my name is Bryan Nakambonde and I'm the co-founder of Umu Africa. Umu Africa is a media organization that I started with Jorg Walter, my longtime business partner and best friend. And the two of us have started the organization with the mission to engage African youth with matters that are shaping the future. And that's because news and information content is primarily produced with either a general audience in mind or an adult audience in mind. But we think it's very important in Africa especially to produce this content with the youth audience in mind. And that is exactly what we're doing as an organization. The youth audience is very important on the continent to be informed and engaged with current affairs because 75% of our population is younger than the age of 35, and youth are the future leaders and voters of tomorrow, which makes it so important to inform them. And so we're doing this by making news content that it uses very simple language and media forms that appeal to the youth, as well as publishing it in places that youth spend most of their time, which is social media. We are one of the only organizations on the continent that are producing news entirely on social media and for African youth. However, during the pandemic, myself and Jorg asked each other, how can we really do our best to engage African youth with what is happening now during the COVID-19 pandemic? And so we came up with this idea to to produce a series which will be available in about a month's time. This series will talk about the biggest challenges that we're facing as a continent and some of our best solutions, and we'll give a beautiful journey as to how COVID-19 came to Africa and the challenges that evolved as it spread across different nations and so forth. The series will really try to give a detailed account as to how and why these challenges exist, and offer the same insight into the solutions that we think are very plausible on the continent. The series is being produced by more than 20 students from almost just as many countries, and so we have student experts in public health, political science, economics, and as well as media production. These students come from countries like Zimbabwe, Malawi, Namibia included, the likes of Egypt as well, and more out of the continent. We have Estonia, the United Arab Emirates, Pakistan, Germany as well, among many others. And this is the first project of its kind to be entirely student-led, and we have a mission to educate 5 million African youth with our series. And we're going to do that by working with broadcasters across the continent. We aim to work with up to 30 broadcasters, and as I said, the first episode will be available in about a month's time, so somewhere near you. We believe that this is a very special initiative, especially for sponsors to jump on and help us finish the production and fund our efforts to reach 5 million youth, because it's the only African initiative that is both youth-related during this COVID-19 pandemic. And we believe we aim to make it a continentally recognized initiative for that purpose. And so please, if you'd like to join us on our mission to reaching 5 million youth, whether as a sponsor, follower, or a viewer yourself, visit our website umweafrica.com. That is UMWEAfrica.com. You can learn so much more about our series, our mission, and the wonderful student team that we're working with. But from myself, the rest of the Umwe Africa team, and the students we're working with, we wish you a wonderful day, and we hope to see you soon. Hi, my name is Bryan Nakambonde.
Natasha Tudiasingula.
Jorg Walter.
Ojenika Yuri Ezogo.
And I'm a producer,
A director.
Public health researcher.
Producer.
Higher education research.
Political science researcher.
A narrator.
Working with over 20 other students
To produce an educational series about COVID-19 in Africa.
During the pandemic, it has been easy for you to get COVID-19 news about your own country.
But we want you to pause for a second and learn about COVID-19 in Africa as a whole.
We've been conducting research and interviews to really understand the biggest COVID-19 imposed challenges and changes in different countries.
We are putting all of our findings into a series that will help you understand how your country is doing compared to all the other countries.
Our first episode is due out at the end of the month. Stay tuned.
And you can follow us on social media for COVID-19 news and updates on the series.
So there's a lot of exciting things happening here at Namibia Media Holdings, and one of those things is the career-based virtual experience expo that's going to take place from tomorrow. So we're going to pass over to Bantuk, yes, we fancy like that, and we're going to chat to one of my colleagues, Tuno Holemunkomba. Good morning, Tuno, how are you?
I'm good. Good morning, Leandria. How are you doing? How is the coast?
Same old, same old. So Tuno, just quickly tell us about this exciting, awesome virtual expo that's going to happen. Why does MyZone opt to host this expo?
Okay, so just as you mentioned, it's going to take place tomorrow at on the 12th of August, starting from 8 o'clock until 6 o'clock in the evening. So the reason why Namibia Media Holdings and MyZone opted to host Namibia's first virtual online expo is because usually when career expos are only held once a year. I was a learner myself. I was at Jan Moore, and we only had Career Expo once a year, and then that was it. So the whole objective that we are trying to reach with the online expo is that once the expo is done, everybody will be able to go on our website, www.careersvx.com, and access all of this information, all of the different presentations on internships, bursaries, and on our different career speakers. It's going to be available all year long, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So it gives us that space that we are not only engaging students and learners once a year, but throughout the year.
Awesome! I must say, NMH is a company of a lot of firsts.
Exactly.
So just in layman's terms, to know how is it going to work, do you just log on any day or any time
on
the 12th of August and then get access to the speakers?
Okay, so we are going to have our 2 channels. We are going to have our 2 channels. The first channel is the careers, which is going to be available on our MyZone Facebook page. And then our second careers, which is for universities and institutions, they'll be able to stream through that on our Careers Hub Facebook page. So just as you said, you log on to the website, and then you'll have a pop-up page, and then you'll be able to click, and then you'll be able to watch different presentations, and you'll be able to switch in between the 2 channels if you want to find out what it takes to become a lawyer, or if you're interested in what the bursaries that certain institutions have to offer, and then that's how it works. So you just log in, you stream, you go back, you come back after that, that's how it's going to work.
Yeah. That's so cool. So, Kuno, can you quickly tell us how many institutions and universities are on board?
Okay, so at the moment, or by tomorrow, we are going to have 3 universities signed up, and also there are 7 institutions, including Namibia Media Holdings. But if you go on our website, you'll have a look. You're able to see all the different participating universities and all the different participating institutions. But just make sure that you do stream tomorrow to make sure you don't miss out on anything.
So it's basically anyone let's say we have a lawyer speaking about the requirements, what it takes to be a lawyer at the end of the day.
Yes. Yes.
Or
So we have more than 20 speakers who range from arts and social sciences to artisans to industries who are in the science field. So we have different occupational speakers who are going to speak on their journey. You're going to speak on the highs and the lows of their careers. And then, of course, if you see that anything that tickles your fancy, you are more than welcome to stream, ask the speaker any questions, and they will answer your question right away.
Oh, so that's actually awesome. So while they're speaking, the viewers or whoever is watching actually engage.
Exactly. You are allowed to engage, just like it's like a real expo. Instead, it's online. With the traditional expo, you have the different stolikis, and you can come and you can ask your questions. It's the exact same concept, but just online in the comfort of your home.
Wow. I am so excited. Any last words from you on your side?
I'll just like to ensure that the expo is not only for students and learners. If you are looking at making a career change, you want to upgrade your skills, or you're still at that stage where you're not yet sure of how you want to move forward in your career or in your journey, you are more than welcome to stream as well, and maybe you might be inspired as well. So it's not only for students, not only for learners, it's for everybody. And I would like to ensure everybody that all of our presentations, all of the different speakers, everything is going to be available on our website. So even if you do miss what's going to happen tomorrow, you are more than welcome to come back and have a look.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tuno. That's it, Tuno Mongoma, Career VX Coordinator, right here on Erongo Talk. So make sure you tune in on the 12th of August to see the first ever virtual expo right here.
And now for your fishing report. The fish appears to be nibbling with reports of bigger ones being landed few and far between. The only exception being palkies during the past week, with some decent ones close to the 8 kilogram being landed, says Grumpy. Crayfish and white mussel was used as the bait of choice. North of Enties Bay, galjoen and kop were caught at Trappies, Popeye, Sarasagat and right up to mile 27. A few reports also came in about fish being landed even further north than Canopy. Mile 4 is still giving its good share of galjoen, with pen-sized kop being caught almost at will. Grumpy says he do, however, have to add that not all are of size. The smaller kop like to feed in the winter months, with the bigger ones being rather scarce. The ski boat guys and those chaps with jet skis have caught some kop right up to the 55 centimeter mark. Koos Besaidenout went fishing with his jet ski at mile 8, and he said that it was a fun-filled day with a kop being caught on pike. Sadly, the biggest one got away just as Koos wanted to garf the beast. The one that got away was estimated at around 8 kilogram mark. This is what makes them go back for more, says Grumpy. And the shark fishermen and ladies got stuck into a feeding frenzy of bronze whaler sharks, with mile 6 and mile 11 being the targeted area. Grumpy said he received numerous reports about this on Saturday last week, and he estimated that 40 big sharks between 30 and 80 kilogram were landed. He also emphasized that none of the sharks were harmed, and after a quick snapshot of the beast, they were returned to the water to fight another day. And that concludes our fishing report.
Greetings to all our viewers. My name is Pastor JP Hewish. I'm from Kingdom Gateway Ministries. I want to encourage you to keep following Erongo Talk every day.
And now for the tides and the weather. We had a high tide at 5 minutes past 8, with a low tide to follow at 10 minutes to 2. A second high tide at 8:30, and a low tide at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. Moving on to the weather. For Walvis Bay, the sun was out at 7:30 and is expected to set at 7:15, with a maximum of 18 and a southern wind prevailing, a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 18 for tomorrow. Swakopmund, the sun was out at 7:30 and is expected to set at 7:15, with a maximum of 17 for today and a southern wind prevailing. We'll have a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 17 for tomorrow. Moving on to Enties Bay. Sun was out at 7:30 and is expected to set at 13 minutes to 7, with a maximum of 16 for today and a southern wind prevailing. A minimum of 12 and a maximum of 16 predicted for tomorrow. Arandis. The sun was out at 27 minutes past 7 and is expected to set 16 minutes to 7, with a maximum of 22 and a southern wind prevailing. A minimum of 7 and a maximum of 22 predicted for tomorrow. Usakos. The sun was out at 24 past 7 and will set at 18 minutes to 7, with a maximum of 29 and a south-southeasterly wind prevailing. A minimum of 9 and a maximum of 31 predicted for tomorrow. Karibib. The sun was out at 27 minutes to 8 and will set at 19 minutes to 7, with a maximum of 28 and a north-northwesterly wind prevailing. A minimum of 10 and a maximum of 30 predicted for tomorrow. Concluding with Omaruru. The sun was out at 22 minutes past 7 and will set at 19 minutes to 7, with a maximum of 30 and a southern wind prevailing. A minimum of 8 and a maximum of 31 predicted for tomorrow. And that concludes your weather for today. And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk. I hope you've enjoyed the content of our show. Erongo Talk is an extension of our website, www.erongo.com.na, and our Erongo 24/7 Facebook page. We have almost more than 65,000 online followers. Please feel free to join our family. Go and like and then click on the links on Facebook to access any of the stories we talked about. information about services as well as adverts on our website. And if you need to advertise or promote a product or your company, just send us a WhatsApp at 081 170 0040. I repeat, 081 170 0040, and we will get in touch with you. You are also most welcome to drop us clips of what's happening in your community and our region, or send us some newsworthy hints. Remember, this show is about our community and contains your news. Stay sanitized, healthy and safe. Also wear those masks at all times. Until tomorrow when Leandria Lowe will be joining you. Peace.